Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Tuesday, August 22nd, 11:40. Can you believe that August is almost over? It will be December next week, literally. All right. Monitor went crazy for a sec there. Is everything still working? Still streaming? Good to go. Okay. BitcoinDailyView.com, as always, got more for you there. And sorry, no webcam. It's a pain in the ass. So anyway, but I will use it later on in the week. FinViz. I'm so glad they added the Russell 2000. I think it's very, very important. I'm glad that they did. So the Dow down 0.42, NASDAQ up 0.17, S&P down 1.9, Russell 2000 down 2.4. All those are picking up towards the end of the day now. Let's see, they very, very well may close in the green. Looking at the S&P 500 today, I'm seeing some things perk up a little bit. So I do think we may close in the green today. Looking at Bitcoin trading volume, 2.7 billion last 24 hours. Not bad for today. Of course, we recently had that big dump. You can see it here on the hourly chart. And I'm seeing in the longs and shorts here, basically longs and shorts have been kind of chilling out. It seems like we're just kind of nervous. Nobody really wants to make that play, So long 71%. Shorts 28% on Binance where the big volume is. Looking at the top 20 exchanges, most are in the green as far as volume, but it's not that much. So volume, it's not that great as far as spot trading right now. Looking at Bitcoin coming in at 25,943. Most of the top 100 are in the red. In fact, I would say all of the top 100 are in the red except for PAX. What's PAX doing here? USDP. Well, that's a stable coin. So anything else? So I'm sure there's green things out there, but PAX Gold, PAX G. Oh, that's very, very interesting. Let's check that out. We'll check out PAX G before we check out of here. Sometimes if Bitcoin does get really dumpy, PAX G can be a great trade against BTC. So let's keep on cruising. Where am I wrecked? Sorry about this. I don't know. Let's look at the wrecks here. Liquidations. As you can see, all this stuff's over there at BitcoinDailyView.com. Definitely check it out if you so desire. Links to things that I talk about, affiliate links, cool stuff. Check it out. Buy me a coffee if you want. I just think it's really cool seeing it come in. All right. Looking at total liquidations for Bitcoin explicitly, last 24 hours, only $8 million in longs and $3 million in shorts. So people aren't trying too hard. So I think that this dump we had earlier a couple days ago has really gotten people shy. And also, we are just going sideways right now here on the hourly chart. So how do you really play that? We'll take a look at this. We'll drill down a little bit. Looking at Bitcoin here on the daily chart, you can see this upwards channel. And here's something that I did not think of. Crypto Love, Randall, he's been on the Radiant Creators podcast a few times. Good friend of mine. He actually saw this, and I had not seen this. Could this be the mega head and shoulders? It could be. I mean, look at that. Your shoulders are lower than the head. Boom! Could that be it? I mean, interesting dang moment. I'm not going to discount that, And also, if you look at it from a different perspective, let me nix all this stuff. Blockchain education, one of our things that we look at is also W's, because W's equal win. Well, that didn't quite win, did it? But you know what? What if you kind of had like a weak ass W, kind of like this, boom. Anyway, throw that and the head and shoulders in, and I think we're seeing something interesting. Of course, in the daily chart, we have lost the 200 moving average. That's the white moving average there. It's not too good. We're sideways after that, as you can see, and we need to just kind of hang in there and see how it's going to go. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. As you can see, 4 hours, of course, lost the 200 moving average as well, and it's going sideways, and it's pretty much resting. It did stop at previous support. So anyway, hang tight. This is a pretty boring chart right now. Let's look at some more indicators. Boom. All right. Daily chart. This is a 200 moving average, the white one there, and the green is the 140 SMA, which we've been playing with over blockchain education. It's kind of a tighter moving average. We definitely have dumped below that, and of course 200 as well. Looking at the daily MACD, it's the tangent has not turned up yet, but the histogram is beginning to go towards a positive direction. We shall see. Let's look at the stochastic RSI here. It's in the low. It's below the good spot. But you know what though? Let's do a 3-day chart and go back a little ways. Let's get this all in perspective here. And one thing I do note, you got to pull in some data here. When we have gotten this low before, we have surged. And if you look, like here's a nice crappy low that we had. This is back in like, October 8, 2018. We began to move up, and then here we got below it for a while. And did we move up? Got a bit of a run, but didn't really last. And 3 days, not quite as. So we'll see. Let's look at a daily. Here. Look at that RSI on the daily. And pull some data in here. Pull a whole bunch of data in. Yeah, this is a little bit easier to see the perkiness that can happen. So, you can see that there is a bit of perkiness that happens. See it here, there. We get a nice dip below. There was a nice dip below. It didn't quite play out though. Here's a nice dip below. Did it play out? Yep, that one kind of played out. We had a bit of a run after that. These two here, not too great. But this one here, here's a nice dip below. Let's just see what happens. You got your stochastic RSI, really low. It's kind of, as many would say, it's in the buy zone. You got a lot of big money who plays this game, and they're watching, and they're probably saying it's a nice, sweet place to buy, just like they were selling back here, of course, and it made money for them. So anyway, we're kind of in a buy zone if you think of it from that perspective. And also, as always, let me drill in a little bit here. Let me get rid of all these indicators. And if we do look at going way back to March of 2020, do a fib sequence here. I think we're seeing a picture that's kind of, I think, interesting. But we really need to keep our eye on this because this is a good sticky RSI. I'm sorry. Yeah. Fibonacci sequence. It's nice and sticky. The golden pockets definitely played a role in the past, but look at that. We're below the 314, or is that 50? Wait, that's 140 and 200. We're below the 140, the 200. We're below the golden pocket, but the RSI is definitely showing oversold. And I would watch for this MACD to tangent up and the RSI to start moving, and then watch, shorter time frame indicators, charts, like definitely go on the 45-minute chart. Let me get rid of this ATR zone. And if we watch here on the 45-minute chart, we are below, of course, the 200 moving average. Things aren't looking that great. But the squeeze indicators isn't looking that great. Directional X is beginning to turn up. ADX is turning up. We're getting some volume. I would just watch. You can see on the 45-minute chart here. Let's look at a 4-hour chart to get rid of some of the chop. And you look here, you're kind of seeing that the indicators are beginning to roll over a little bit. And I'm just betting, I know I've said it before, but I'm just betting we'll see a Bart Simpson pattern close. And it's all about when we challenge the 200 moving averages, which is where I imagine it will stop if we break through or get rejected. But one way or the other, I'm kind of seeing, it's just a Bitcoin thing. I am seeing that Bart Simpson chart, and I have found the ones that have ears are the most drastic. So you have the regular shape here, but you have a little ear right here. It wouldn't surprise me if we got a little ear right here, and then boom, made a move. All about will we cross that 200 moving average? My stop, my sell will be right below it. And that's kind of just my plan, thinking out loud. All right, so I said we mentioned, we'd look at PaxG. Let's look at PaxG. Okay, PaxG versus BTC. Where can you play that? Kraken, Binance, KuCoin. So let's look at Binance where the volume is. I like this trade, okay? It's cooling off, but it's up a little bit today. And something I was thinking about doing is this is looking pretty good. It's oftentimes if you actually fire up two charts, you will find that, let's see if I can do that. Bam. All right. Let me just use this one here, and that's PaxG on the daily. Okay. Down here, let's do, what's this here? PaxG on the daily, and here is just gold. Okay. Let's here do a BTC USDT. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm screwing this all up. Never mind. You know what? I'm making a mess. Anyway, let's just look at Pax gold versus BTC. It's all right here. What am I thinking? So basically, sorry, I screwed that up. PaxG versus BTC. You can see as Bitcoin kind of is doing a BART pattern like this, boom, 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 here on the daily. Look what PaxG is doing on the daily, an inverse part pattern, I mean, exactly the opposite. So if Bitcoin stays weak, I mean, I got to admit, and I'm thinking about doing this maybe this evening. So I'm kind of thinking out loud here. Definitely not financial advice, just thinking out loud. But I kind of have a feeling something I might do is if Bitcoin looks weak as this week progresses, if we're going to get like, I mean, we do have kind of a reasonable location here where support is probable, where you could see a bounce. If it continues getting weak, PaxG versus BTC is looking really great. And I might actually put a trade in. And this is high octane speculation. This is pure crazy shit. So just saying, trade your own risk. But I might actually put a trade in and go like kind of where it's at pretty much. Like put a stop like right there at the 200 moving average on the daily and just run it and see. Because I think definitely if we even move to where we had previous rejection, where's my ray? There you go. Like right here, bonk. Even if I just went there, that's like 6.7%. So I'd probably put a stop in at like 5 with a trailing take profit of like -3%. And I would just run this sucker, just see what happens, because definitely if Bitcoin did drop, and PaxG kept going, this could be a trade that just keeps running for a while, especially if Bitcoin, does a further dump. So anyway, kind of a crazy trade. I'm almost asking for a stop loss, happening here, but just something to think about. I might just like for real, just if it starts running, I'll have my stop in. But then if it starts running, I might just keep moving my stop up, my sell up, and just until it eventually turns around. Because really, sometimes if Bitcoin gets dumpy, I mean, you can see stuff like this happen, bam, bam, and that run there was see, what was that for? That would have been like woo, 26%, bam, that's awesome. So this might be an opportunity to make some serious Bitcoin sats, stack some serious sats, so, trade your own risk, check it out, see what you think. I'm just thinking out loud, but it might be a killer play, a little bit of risk. You might stop out, but if Bitcoin dumps, boom, it's going to be glorious. And Bitcoin's pretty flaccid right now. So let's face it, it could work. Just get all that optimism out of your mind for a second and just trade like a ruthless globalist. Anyway, so it's really happening. Mask mandates, contact tracing, re-implementation at colleges, offices. Anyway, sucks, but I'm sure you've heard about this. Well, I'm going to mention this one here. It's on Zero Hedge. It's a great culmination of a bunch of tweets. And they talk about Alex Jones was right again. Well, unfortunately, he has proven over the years to be, like him or not, pretty damn right. Anyway, a lot of my people at Costco, people have reported to me that Costco is running out of bottled water. I'm just mentioning this because you know what? If you're a bit of a prepper and you want to stock up on some things, go forth and do so. Then like if you want some, kind of like, badass, like a survival food, you know what I mean? Like some seeds here, True Leaf Marketplace or a Patriot Pantry. You can just buy a few months of food and just stack it, and who cares? It's all dry goods. It lasts for 25 years, whatever. It's wonderful. If this is coming back, do what you want to do. If there's something you want to do, that live your life right now. Because if this crap comes back, well, there you go. Okay. All depends on your life view and such, how you might take that. But do things that are important to you that you might want to do now and stock up because, if shit hits the fan, then it will hit the fan. Boom. Okay. This is about credit card balances. This is about student loans, Macy's crashes as consumer situation deteriorates. There's so much I can talk about here, but we got to wrap this up and get out of here. Basically, I'm looking at a lot of stats and like consumer credit card debt's off the, I think, historic. In the last year, more people became, a greater percentage of homeless people became homeless in America than ever in history. There's a lot going on now. I'm not a doomsayer or anything like that, but we are in weak ass economic times for many, many reasons. And That's why I'm looking at like trades like this. Just think about it. What if it ain't getting better? What if the dollar continues to, like, it's lost 10% of its global trading volume last like couple years. So just something to think about. What if, looking out there, the average American makes $31,000 a year, 16,000 of that is taxed. That guy who's that guy's song, this guy's song here has become like our new national anthem. It's a damn shame song. Our little friend here, I don't know if you can hear him or not. I don't want to get us busted, but I'm talking about. Rich man north of Richmond. It's a damn shame. Okay, we have all this. So there's that in the live chat. If you want to check it out, it's worth it. That's become our new national anthem. It's got what is it? How many million? Like 32 million views in 13 days. So once again, credit card debt never higher, historic records. More homeless people in America last year, percentage wise, percentage gain in the last year than ever before. 31,000 the average individual's income, 16,000 of that is taxed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A person who retires with an average salary makes $1,400 a month in Social Security. If somebody walks across the border and drops their passport and says that they're Juan from Peru, but they're really, Larry Wang from China, the truth is they make $2,200 a month. So we're at an incredible moment. We are no longer like the deplorables. We are the contemptibles as far as how the government sees us. So Western civilization, it's a bleak outlook in some ways. I'm actually positive. I think we can continue making money and do really, really well in spite of all this craziness. To me, it's just a damn shame, like our friend Oliver Anthony says here. It really is, but we can't get poor enough to help anybody else be wealthy. So trade hard, make money, care about your family, your friends, your neighbors. Maybe this Pax G trade could do really well. I'm just throwing it out there. It's crazy high octane speculation trade, but you know what? Really, it's a damn shame, y'all. But you know what? We can't be poor enough to help anybody else get rich, but we can get rich and we can help other people do well. So you know what? Take care. Thank you for being a Bitcoin truth seeker. Thank you for being an optimist about the future of humanity, because you would not be into Bitcoin if you didn't believe in it. And for all the haters who have shit to say about Bitcoin and crypto, find a short pier and take a long walk, because you're just not part of the future. Take care.